Hey, this is Robert Smith. I'm here in Oklahoma, actually in my backyard. My gazebo's right here. And I thought I'd answer some questions that people have been writing me about and see if I can answer them for you. Hi, Robert. I hope you don't mind me inboxing you. I wonder if you could answer a question or two, please. I've been following and watching you on YouTube and have joined your website, and I'm intrigued by FasterEFT. I've tried it out on myself, but it doesn't seem to be getting anywhere. I have heart disease. I have 2 stents fitted last December after a heart attack. I also have a very slight problem with my breathing. I involuntarily breathe every 2 to 3 minutes, which is very annoying and slightly distressing. I can't seem to cure it with anything I've tried, including FasterEFT. I've noticed over the years that I don't feel any emotions at all. I haven't felt the need to cry about anything for years. I never get scared about stuff. The heart attack didn't even scare me. I just took it in stride and thought, this is my lot, so let it be. Is this a lack of emotion that stops FasterEFT from working on me? I've had many things happen to me in my life, not nice things, but I just can't seem to get emotional about them anymore. Am I sabotaging my chances for FasterEFT working on me? And if so, what can I do about it? I hope that all makes sense. Thank you for reading it. All right, so here's, just to understand how our minds work is, if a lot of people, myself included, and I'm sure many others, every person have had experiences that are unpleasant, whether it's childhood experiences, relationship experiences, and what people have done is developed a coping mechanism to deal with it. You know, we talk about there's 2 basic responses to experiences, the fight or flight and the freeze fright. And it's not uncommon, it's very common for people to go what I call numb and dumb. That means they don't feel anything. They have cut off from their emotions and their feelings. Now, it's not that they're not there, they are there, but knowing how to get in there and to create changes. When I work with individuals who say they don't feel feelings, and by the way, they're probably very strong feelers, but they do it in other areas of their life. One of the things that I will do, since we understand that the mind operates in 5 basic internal representations of the external world, which means we internalize what has happened in our life, and one way is that we have feelings and emotions, physical expressions. And another way is we have internal visualization. So it means pictures, movies, slideshows, and also sounds, voices, internal dialogue, and music, etc. And then also taste and smell. So what has happened with a lot of people is they cut off from their emotions. It's not that, it doesn't mean that they're not there, but they choose on an unconscious level to bury it. So the question is, how do you get in there and change things? And that's the real magic. One way basically is, you know, doing it by yourself is a little bit more difficult. Not that it's impossible, but you can. One way is just, there's a fear involved here. That means, first of all, I don't want to go there, I don't want to deal with it, I definitely don't want to look at it, because in our life, we've never been able to deal with it. We've never been able to change it. We spent some people spent thousands and thousands of dollars on therapies and still have the problem, and it seemingly seems to get worse. All right, so how do you do it, all right? There's several ways. One way is addressing internal representation, which means the images, the pictures in our mind. Look at the memory. Like if you have an event in your mind and you can see it happen, even though you feel no emotions, you can change the pictures, change the sensations, change the faces, change the action. Look at faces and see if it stirs the emotions. If it do, you will tap it out. That's one way. Another way is also addressing the fear of even going there. Because see, the reason why we don't want to go there is because we didn't know how to change it anyway. So that's another thing. Changing internal representations, be okay with dealing with the emotions and feelings. Another way is, like with myself, my internal representation, I don't have pictures, not vivid pictures. one way that I will find my emotions is I'll talk. I will tell the story what happened. As I tell the story what happened, emotions show up. That's another way that the mind will help reveal it. So you can tap through that way. A lot of people who have had a lot of traumas, a lot of PTSD, severe stuff, they had to figure out how to survive. And so the body is what we call an emotional autobiography of our emotional world. Now, if we look in books, like I use several books, one of them is Ina Segal's book, Secret Language of the Body. And basically, it will tell us that it's body language. Pain is body language. So the heart represents emotions, represents experiences in our past, squeezing the life out of us, and lots of different things. So you look in the book and find that. I also use Louise Hay's Heal Your Body. That's the one I started with. I like Ina Segal's book really well. These books are also available on my website. Also, just as a reminder, I do have a training series on Vimeo, and then how to address your body, how to address your pain. And some of you may or may not have seen that there's a lot of videos where people who have come to FasterEFT with real physical ailments, real physical pains like severe ME or fibromyalgia or heart issues. I remember Sue LaRue, was on 4 heart blood pressure medications to keep her blood pressure down, and just by tapping on the emotions in her life, tapping on her fears in her life, tapping on her angers and stresses in her life, the body will change. And now she's not on any medications. She's had severe bursitis in her shoulder. That's gone. She's had surgeries. And all she uses is tapping and very little to no medication. So tapping is very powerful because it works with your unconscious. So the deal is FasterEFT will work with you. It'll work with anybody with any issue, but it's, again, moving away from its tapping. It's not about tapping, it's about thinking, internal representations, and changing your memory. It's very important. And if you can't do it yourself, you can find you a FasterEFT practitioner. They're trained. We have level 4 practitioners who are fully certified. And also you can learn to do it yourself. A lot of people will watch the videos, the training videos. There's a 17-hour training series on how to heal your body. And there's some people like Heather McKean spent over $500,000 out of her pocket to addressing her physical pain, and she came to a FasterEFT seminar. I pulled her up front and I tapped on her for about 45 minutes. She went to her hotel room, continued tapping, and she did yoga the next day, and the story continues. Now she's traveled around the world. She's in Hawaii now doing her ministry, and before we met, she was lying in bed. Chiropractor came to her home and made adjustments so she can come to the seminar. So you can do it, and we're here to help you do it as well. There's lots of training on FasterEFT.com. We're always adding more. Also, I'm going to be doing healing retreats here at my home where I'll have individuals, select 4 or 5 people. We'll do a healing retreat for a week. And you can just check on my website. Also, I have sessions available as well. So this is Robert Smith here in Oklahoma. Keep tapping on you, and always tap and change memory, change internal representation, change the feelings, change the references, and your life will be better. Because all it is really is a simple relaxation process. It gives you power over your mind, and always seek medical attention. Also ask your psychologist, psychotherapist, or anybody else that you think you need permission from. Anyway, this is Robert Smith. Ciao.